All right, we should be going live here. If you're just if you're watching this pre-recorded, the fireside will be coming up in about 4 minutes. Okay, so let's get things ready here. All right. Gonna pull up Mark here in the meantime, and let's see. Let's get to the fireside in Discord. Join stage. There we go. Okay, so I need to make this. I don't know if the sound's coming through. That should be coming through any second now. Hey. Let me turn this down a little bit. Excuse me. All right, now let's see if we can pull up the Discord here next. All right, should be able to see the Discord now. Let me just verify everything's coming through okay. Okay, we got picture. Okay, and looks like we have audio. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta check something. Okay. Wasn't sure we were getting the Discord audio. If you're not familiar with this little tune being played, it's the standard, I don't want to say elevator music, but it's the waiting room music for Discord. And that'll go away when the show starts in just a minute. I'm curious here. If I go back to sources, click on that. Now, what if I... I got an idea here. Can I shrink this window? Ah, look at that. Something interesting comes up. We'll enlarge that. Look at me, professional YouTuber. Not. All right. I just hope my computer can hack this. Alright, so let's see here. Hey, there's Scarlet. Let's just put in global chat here. You know what? I don't hear her. Oops. Oh, I know why.
It's weird. This is going to be, like I said, this is going to be a long one to all of you. We appreciate you for being here. We have a lot to discuss. We'll try and get through it as quickly as possible. So we're not here for hours and hours.
Speed run it.
Yeah. So really quick, we'll just go ahead and start. Let's see. Just to let you all know, first of all, Happy New Year to everyone. Another year behind us and a new one coming. So no one here. So Happy New Year and thanks for being here for another year with us, putting up with our shenanigans. Just a quick little few little things, general announcements. We had some team promotions happen that we're really proud of them. Grizz has been promoted to executive admin, so he's up with the the knuckleheads up at the top, which is me being one of them. And let's see.
I sent you your bullet point.
Oh, my bullet points. Thank you. Bob and I were. So when we were writing this up, I do bullet points because it helps me. I start thinking of something. I'll like in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and go, "Oh crap, I need to put this in there," and I'll do a bullet point. Bob likes to do paragraphs, so and that. So we're having a little hybrid-ish fireside. So it's interesting. But anyhow, I digress, back to what we were saying. We have some team promotions. Grizz has been promoted to executive admin. Mako has been promoted to game admin. You'll see him a lot in Minecraft. And we will be throwing him into the deep end when it comes to ASA as well, so shortly. So that congrats to him. And also our newest team members, Bella, Granby, and Babysaur, have been promoted to full support. So they're no longer support and training. They are full support and they get to deal with all the crazy drama that we all get to do. So congrats to them. So looking back at 2025, we had a lot going on here at Arcade and huge. I mean, looking back at it now, I kind of go, how the hell did we do everything? Like, how do we get everything done and not completely burn out? But it was massive. We had a lot of growth and a lot of unforgettable moments across all of our games and our community. Some of the highlights include, well, we have our arcade bot that you all know, and we started Discord voting. So no longer voting in game for ASC, you vote in Discord. It was now new voting for ASA. So now we have all kinds of points that you can earn and have in game. We had our first Ark survival games with the PvP cluster that if we do that again, it will change it up a little bit, but that was interesting. We have our awesome event team who has been putting together different seasonal events all across ASA, ASE, and in Discord. Yes, we did get gambling. Thank you. Thank you, Wolfie. I forgot about that. Bob giving into the gambling. And we hosted numerous in-game events and encounters. We introduced in-game custom colors for different events or different giveaways that we did, custom bosses that we've been creating, and expanded Discord adventures and reward systems. So lots of fun new stuff. So we want to say, because of all this, we had a huge thank you goes out to our event team for making so many unique and I cannot talk this morning, I swear. And I had coffee and I had an ad shot too. Memorable experiences throughout the year. So thank you so much to our event team. Bella is here. She's our event coordinator for ASE. Nomad was going to be here. I think his little one is not feeling so hot. So everybody's been kind of hit with the sick lately. So he's our ASA coordinator. So he's been doing great. We also launched our new ARKADE website that we keep linking you all to refer to for events, for the user portal, for you can check on server status, you can look at community recaps. Gramby has been working on those, they've been amazing. We're continuing to grow in the website, and here we're expanding in our survival content. We've added Omega cluster to our survival. So much going on, and opening up our Minecraft servers, starting those up. So a lot. And not to mention, last but not least, mentioning our Extra Life event, which we raised over $3,000 being a part of ARC's Studio Wildcard's team. And we were a top 10 of the teams for Wildcard for Extra Life. So congrats about that and raising money for children in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So yeah, lots happening. We have some other things that are going to be coming up shortly to share with you. One of them is so it's about voting prize changes. So each of you, you all vote. Hopefully, you all vote because you get points in game, and why wouldn't you? But monthly, what I've been doing is the top 3 voters have been getting prizes for each monthly. And first prize is usually a pick of one of Bob's special dinos. If for ASE, it's a VIP dino, because you can change, that's the token, you can change it and make your max dinos all sparkly with one of the tokens. And we don't yet have Bob's special dinos on ASE. But and for second prize, you're getting like your chibi of choice, and everybody gets an alpha loot crate for the top voting. Well, we're going to change that. So moving forward, I am thinking that if you have over 90 votes in a month, you're going to be added to a pool of players that are going to be entered into a raffle for random prizes. So get your votes in and keep an eye on the leaderboard in the server info section in the community channels, and you can watch and see how your votes are going, how many you have, and the prizes will change every month because we kind of want to mix it up a little bit. But we want to give everyone that that votes, we want to give you all an equal shot at being able to win some cool prizes, because we really appreciate the exposure that it gives us and all that. So, and we are going to be having winter events coming up shortly. ASE did have theirs planned for this weekend, but there are some issues going on with one of the events, and the boss is not behaving. So we still need time to work out the kinks on them. So we're going to be pushing that back. And Bella, are you thinking maybe the end of the month, like with ASA, with events for ASE? Let's see what she says. I know, it's okay. Are you thinking at the end of the month, like with ASA, for winter events for ASE? Okay, so towards the end of the month, that's when we will be having our end of winter events for both ASA and ASE. And we are working on events for Minecraft as well. So those are in the works.
I get back to Minecraft.
Wanted to give you guys a heads up. We're also, we've stepped back from the community rep role. As you know, ASA and ASE both had community reps. And we, after seeing how it went and seeing how things were going, we felt that we needed to step back and reevaluate how to best support communication between the community and the arcade team. We felt there was a lot to lump on the shoulders of our reps, and we want to streamline the process a little better. And we'll be getting into that a little bit later as we go on our road. We go over our roadmap. We have some partnerships coming up. We're going to be partnering with a Rust gaming community called Rusty Rats. And so look for details to come with that soon. And one last thing, we are still actively looking for content creators and event team members to help out and represent Arcade. So if you enjoy building, creating, or coordinating events, we'd love for you to apply and help shape the future of our community. If you're a content creator, we have an application for both content creators and for event team. So if you would like to join with that, we will link let me find the content. Let's see. While we're doing it, here's our content here's our event team. It says event coordinator, but it's our event team. And there's our event team application, and here is our content creator application. So if you're interested,
join me as a
please
content
apply.
creator.
And that's all for our general announcements. Anything else you want to talk about, Bob, that I missed?
I guess a little bit more on the partnership with Rusty Rats.
Yeah, you know more about that.
Well, the only other information to add to that is when they're planning to officially launch their servers back up. So they're a pretty decent sized community. They're a little bit bigger than us. I think they have around 12,000 players in their Discord.
Wow.
But the owner of Rusty Rats had shut down his servers last year at some point. And he's planning on bringing them back in February, on February 6th, I believe.
A friend of mine likes Rust.
8th?
No,
I
don't.
want to say February 6th. February 6th. So there'll be more information on that soon. But yeah, sometime in February, they're launching their servers back up, and we'll be supporting them and partnering with them.
Nice. Always wanted to give it a try.
Yes, I know Rust is a little toxic, but you know, doesn't mean the community is, means the game is.
Well, yeah, I used to play on Rusty Rats a while ago, and that's like when I found out that their servers had shut down because I wanted to play it again, and you know, their Discord was saying that they're shut down with plans to come back up, but no time frame on when that was. So I reached out to the owner and kind of came up with a plan. It's a good community. I really liked it.
Yeah.
There's no pay to win, which was what I really liked about it.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So moving on from there, those are our general announcements. Now we come to, all right, a lot going on. This is ASA. We have a lot to say about ASA, Legacy, and Survival, and ASE. So everybody's getting stuff today. But
Huzzah.
this fireside is our roadmap. So what do we see? What are we going to be doing for our next few quarters of next year? So, yes, we have not done giveaway. We're not doing giveaways right at the moment. We do have some giveaways planned, but they're going to wait until the end of the time. And so you guys have to wait.
Okay.
So for the quarter one for ASA Legacy, our first thing that we're going to be working on will be our anonymous fireside feedback system. So as you know, the community role rep has been removed. So instead of community reps, Arcade will be using an anonymous feedback form to collect recurring concerns, ideas, and trends directly from players. Submissions are reviewed ahead of each fireside chat and used to shape discussion topics, priorities, and follow-ups, giving everyone an equal low-pressure way to be heard without intermediaries. So you will be able to share what you think about what's going on anonymously, and we will then present and all that stuff. I mean, this is Bob's. Bob wanted to move to
What?
this and about the anonymous fireside feedback system.
Yeah.
Do you have any other, like, from what you wrote versus what?
Yes. What I write? Where is it at? Oh.
I said what you wrote, but is there anything else that you want to talk about with that?
Reviewed at Fireside. Yeah. So basically with that is there will be a time frame for when these feedback forms will be open. They'll probably be open for a weekend, the weekend before Fireside. That way we have the entire week to review them and then plan to talk about them at Fireside. So yeah, there'll be time frames for when you can submit your feedback, and we'll make announcements with a link on where to submit that at. Every time it's open, and every time it closes.
And what was your? I mean, I'm thinking back to like what your no suggestions like Scarlet sucks.
Oh yeah. We'll give like a
we are very
structure,
fortunate to have
I guess,
admins like Scarlet
for what's expected to be put into these feedback forms. If it's something that's not helpful, then it'll probably be rejected.
Constructive, please. Yeah. Like Stryker says, please be constructive. Okay, so that's for quarter one. So quarter two, we have a big one that we've been working on that will be our community shop. So Arcade will move toward a voluntary community shop system where players can choose to contribute their points towards shared server-wide rewards. Participation is completely optional and does not affect normal trading, keeping player-to-player interactions simple and unrestricted. So what the community shop is, it allows players to pool points together to unlock community-wide events or events such as global rate boosts, wild dino color weekends, community boss fights, special events, or limited time server perks. Each item in the shop has a visible progress bar showing how close the community is to unlocking it, giving players a clear sense of impact when they contribute. So contributions are permanent and transparent. Once points are donated to a community goal, they cannot be withdrawn. When a goal is fully funded, the reward is automatically scheduled or activated, and contributors can be acknowledged in game or in on Discord to reinforce positive participation. So, yay! Thank you for boosting this. Thank you, Ruff, for donating your billions of points to give us colors or whatever. This approach turns point accumulation into a shared progression system rather than a penalty. So players who want to support the server and the wider community have a meaningful outlet to do so, while players who prefer to save or trade points are not forced into participation. So this is our next in quarter 2. And all of this, so you all know, all of this, we don't expect you to remember all this. All of this, poor Gramby, but all of this will be in our Fireside recap on our website, on our webpage. So you'll be able to see all of this over there.
Yeah, and to add to this community shop system, the idea would be for it to be automated, but some systems will probably need to be manual. And there would only be one boost or something going on at any given time. So if players pull their points to get like a Dino Color weekend, then that one will be the only thing going on that weekend. If players want an extra community boss event, then that one will be the only one happening. Yeah, things like that. It's only one at a time. I don't think it will reset the progress on other goals. So it'll probably just be like a queue system, you know.
I don't think it'll be, it's not map based, it'll be server based.
It's server based, yeah. Definitely server based, but things like the boss events that will be done on the event map, you know.
Yeah. You're not going to have custom bosses stomping around on maps where we all have bases. That would be bad.
Yeah. Oh, my dog.
That would be bad.
Off. Hold on. If multiple are funded, so it will be added to a queue system. So the first one that was funded will be done first, and then if another one is funded or a couple or more or the goals are met, then it'll be activated the next weekend or something like that. And then the one that was funded will reset back to 0.
Yeah, I'm okay with a PvP weekend as long as it doesn't touch my dinos or my buildings.
No thanks.
I'll kill all of you.
If we ever did anything like that, it would be like a map restricted thing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing to touch our legacy servers.
No. Bella, awesome. Yes. Yeah, so that's quarter 2. And then
my dog really needs to go to the bathroom, so I have to
go.
step away for a second.
Go. Yeah, go. Quarter three, what we'll be looking towards is a fourth tier for bosses and OSDs. So you all have been asking for a harder tier of all the bosses and OSDs. So on both this is going to be for both ASA and ASE. We're planning on adding a fourth tier to bosses and OSDs, and this tier will be more difficult than existing tiers, but will offer better rewards, creating a higher risk, higher reward option for players looking for more challenging endgame content. So yes, they will be custom fourth tier of bosses and custom fourth tiers of OSDs. So y'all have been asking for it, so we listen. So that will be for quarter three.
Hmm.
And another thing that we're working on, it's a work in progress. Again, this is quarter three, so it's not for a while. We are looking towards solving kind of a problem that gotchas can make with their constant production, a lot of things. It causes a lot of stress on the servers with bazillions of gotchas out. So what we're thinking of doing is we are thinking of enabling the CS vivarium for to put gotchas in so they can produce element dust with 10 slots in the vivarium. So there's no vivarium currently on ASA. ASE has a vivarium, but ASA does not. So we are thinking that in order to help with the gotcha problem, and people also, their gotchas starving to death and just
That is a pain.
and having to have them rendered and all the mess of everything gotcha. We still want to keep gotchas, but we think that it might be better to have them contained in a vivarium. And yes, no longer launching them into the mesh above or below when you accidentally stop feeding and the CS scavenger decides to launch them into oblivion and we have to go fix them and find them. So yes, so this is our projection for quarter three is that we'd like to move the gotchas out into vivariums to keep them contained and keep them a little more manageable. All right, and as far as quarter four goes, now Bob's walking his doggy, so this one is another one that's a work in progress. This is our blueprint integrity system. Now, this is a touchy subject for a lot of players when it comes to our blueprints. We know that since day one, ASA has been broken when it comes to blueprints. ASE is very balanced when it comes to blueprints. But ASA is kind of crazy.
I know about
So, and when Island first dropped, what we should have done back when it was just the island is we should have wiped out everything and adjusted the settings and started new. But we didn't. So now what we're looking to is enable a plugin that every crafted item consumes blueprint integrity from the blueprint used to craft it. So as the integrity drops, the blueprint becomes harder and more expensive to use. And eventually it must be repaired or retired. And that's exactly what we thought you guys would react with. So this is the reason why it is quarter four. You can repair these blueprints. So we need to find some kind of balance when it comes with the blueprints. We had the Tinker's Bench, but the Tinker's Bench had a major exploit on it that I don't think that Wildcard has fixed.
I don't know any of these exploits.
So I can see how you'd be a little upset about this, but watching it from our aspect and watching how the blueprints have been since ASA started, y'all don't need to be burning me at the stake yet. Okay, don't freak out. This is Q4. And the shark is still broken. Wildcard has not enabled the settings in the configs for us to adjust it to work for our loot system, to work with our blueprints, to work with the things that we have. So Q4 is the last quarter of 2026. So this will not be happening till late fall. And you all need to just take a breather.
Chill.
We're just introducing this. And we did have people suggest that we just wipe every single one person's blueprints. Just so you know. But we know that that's not what should happen. And we will get your feedback. But the last time that we had feedback on this, I'm going to tell you all right now, if you weren't here as part of our community, it was very bad. There were people that were completely abusive to the staff. And, I mean, again, burn me at the stake, whatever it is, but very, very abusive and very, very unprofessional and very childish.
Not good.
Over a dinosaur game. And so we know that this is a problem. We know that we need to find balance, and this is one of our ideas of how we will find balance. And like I said, as integrity drops, the blueprint becomes harder and more expensive to use and eventually must be repaired or retired. So just so y'all know, we're trying to find a balance and compromise with how we address blueprints. And we will discuss more of this, but this is Q4, and we have not ironed out all the details yet. We will be, as we develop this system, we will be looking to constructive feedback on how to approach this system. So, and Bob is in chat right now, answering you all with what's going on, and repaired with points. See, there you go. So all of you that have wanted point sinks,
there you go.
There you go. All these extra points, point sink. Or you go hunting for blueprints again. So
That's what I've been doing. Since I just started over.
That's something to think about. That will be coming. It's been needing to come, and that's why we've pushed it to the end of Q4. So and like what Bob is saying right here, the integrity will drop very minimally. It'll take like 1,000 crafts for the difference to even be noticeable. So it's not like craft 1.
Okay.
And then it drops to half. So
that's reasonable.
See, you don't need to be so shooketh.
Shooken? My voice just cracked there.
All right, we can move on.
Yeah. Yep, we're moving on. All right. So those are our quarterly roadmap for 2026. We will keep on discussing, and we will keep going from there. All right, Lost Colony. Here's our big one. big questions for Lost Colony. We are coming up to the 1 month mark. And from what we're looking at from players, there's mixed messages, mixed emotions about how we feel, of how players are feeling about Lost Colony. Some people want it open, some people want it to remain closed. So it looks like after we've been watching it that we will probably be staying closed for another month. But we will be slowly releasing quality of life bonuses in game on Lost Colony. So week 5, which will be coming this coming week,
Okay.
the shop will be open, but only for items. So you'll be able to buy items in the shop. Week 6, we will be enabling the awesome TP pad engram. Yes, you'll be able to buy element. Yes, week 6, everyone will be able, the awesome TP pad engram will be unlocked on week 6. Week 7, we are going to allow tribes to make one outpost on Lost Colony maps that they're on. So you won't be just limited to your base, to your main base, you'll be able to make an outpost. I know you all been asking about that. And week 8, we will be enabling rare sightings on Lost Colony. So week 5 is the shop for items only. Week 6, the awesome teleporter pad. Week 7, you'll be able to make an outpost. And week 8, we will enable rare sightings. No, it is not possible to allow Lost Colony server transfer from one to another. It doesn't work that way, Hollow. We wish it would, but it doesn't work. So that's our projection. And what, Carlax, so yes, we will have rares of the DLC dinos for the map on Lost Colony. Yes, Grizz? He's not talking. Oh, he's falling asleep.
Yeah, we'll have rares
we'll have-
on the map because you have to own the DLC to be on the map, so
Yeah.
there's no real DLC check there.
But the pyro and the dreadmare are fantastic beasts. And that's a different thing. And so we're going to get into that. I have another thing that we're going to talk about when it comes to them here in a little bit. But yes, so rares will be enable rare sightings. So then after week 8, then we'll open. So we've had some suggestions about some of the suggestions that we've seen and some of the player feedback. Should we allow max dinos to be brought over to Lost Colony? You know, if we open up week 8, we'll allow transfers, you know, of all items. So should we wait until a tribe beats the boss on Alpha before we allow people to bring over their max dinos? Were we saying we were blocking SCS balls or SCS from being brought over? Was that our reasoning, Bob, or I can't remember what we were doing with that one.
I'm not sure if we came up with a decision.
We didn't. And yes, the Lost Colony bosses are bugged to heck and back. Yes, they are. I watched, and it was kind of crazy. So that's something that we are still talking about. We are discussing. Are we going to be allowing all dinos to be able to be brought over? Or are we going to make it like Aberration, where only the dinos that spawn on the map can be brought over? We don't know. should thralls stay on Lost Colony and not be breedable? Probably stay. Breedable, I'm not sure. We're not sure. So these are things that we are discussing. But thralls should probably just stay on Lost Colony for now. Just till we see what's going on. As far as Battle Pass goes for Lost Colony, so if we do a Lost Colony Battle Pass, it will be different than our normal Battle Passes, because obviously you all have been playing. Obviously that it can't be linked to progression, like the startup progression, because we just, we've already been on the map almost a month. So, and we know we would not be making you farm 500K of a material. We're not going to do that again. But we have questions, is it even applicable for this map? Is the Battle Pass even applicable for Lost Colony? So what I propose to do is, and Bob thinks this is a sketchy idea, but I think it'll be okay.
Go for it.
I'm going to host a roundtable meeting with players that are interested in providing constructive, positive, informative, helpful feedback when it comes to Battle Pass if we decide to run it. And so we'll be taking a sign up for people that are interested, and you get to meet with me in voice. We'll do an in-voice meeting and discuss what you all would like to see in Battle Pass, or what would work, or what do we do? So that's what we're going to be planning. So look to that soon. We'll be releasing a sign up for that soon, to be able to put in your input as to what goes on with the Battle Pass for Lost Colony. And then a few other general announcements for Legacy. We are still testing a new death recovery mod. This new mod would help when you crash and you die, because that seems to be a problem, because the opt-in doesn't work when you crash. This new one also targets when you die, when like the server restarts and you die in bed. You mesh and you die in bed and all your stuff is gone because you've forgotten to put it away before you went to sleep.
Always do that.
So that's still a work in progress. We're still testing that. Another thing we've been working on, Grizz has been working on enabling higher level egg spawns on all egg layers. So the rock drake, the Deinonychus, the wyvern.
Yes,
He's
Wyvern.
been working on getting them to spawn in higher levels, and in turn the eggs will be higher. Yes, Frog, we will be doing I'm going to be opening up a thread in Legacy General for the Lost Colony Battle Pass. So, or in the suggestions one, that's actually a good one. I'll be opening a thread. If you can remind me to do that, I know you're not Steph, but if you can remind me to do that, that would be really helpful. So egg layers, Grizz, is it 225 that they can go up to? Yes. Okay. So 225 for Deinonychus, for rock drake, and for wyvern. And
wow.
Now that the dev kit has been released, now we can look into maybe doing the same for the noodle dragon. Yes, the Aureliacs. Yes, Nim, you read my mind. Yes, so that's the next one for us to test. So, yes, you wanted it. We are bringing it.
It's been hard getting good levels.
We will be adding, so someone was asking about the DLC dinos and the Fantastic Teams dinos and the shop. So just so you know, we'll be adding the DLC dinos to the shop once the plugin that checks if a player owns the DLC prior to purchase is updated. So you won't be able to buy it if you don't own it. And Grizz, we're not doing Fantastic Tames, are we? We're not doing the Dreadmare. We're not doing Pyromane, right?
No.
No, I didn't think so, because that's a completely different thing. So we're not doing those, but the DLC ones, Drakelings, Ocedons, Noodle Dragon,
I had to change how it was hard to say.
Gloons. Drakeling is tight. Drakeling is a fantastic tame.
No, it's one of those mid ones. It was originally released that way until Lost Colony was released. Then it was moved back into the Lost Colony because it's part of the Lost Colony DLC.
But the only ones that are fantastic tames, just separate, is
Pyro and the
is
Dreadmare.
Pyro and the Dreadnought. Okay. Poor Grizz. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning for him. You guys mellow
I
out.
know. It's almost 7 a.m.
Oh, is it 7 a.m.? Okay.
I've been up since 3 trying to get those ASE server issues done. So
Yes. Yes, please be nice to Grizz. You can keep burning me at the stake. Leave him alone. Only I can mess with my tribe mate.
if she can catch me.
So we are also, so the prices for them, since we have not been able to add them to the shop, price guidance for them, for how to price them if you are breeding them and selling them, has been added to the Google Doc for the shop. If someone can put that into chat, that'd be great. We're also looking into pricing for breedable dinos, for guidance for that. We have had some players that sell breedables ask us about guidance when it comes to that, and have given us their opinions on what they think as far as pricing should go for breedable dinos. So we will be looking into that as well. And one other thing to let you all know is we will be blocking the vanilla cloner. So we will be removing the engram and blocking its creation and poofing them if they're out on the maps. We haven't set a date for that, but we will be offering a 1-to-1 exchange for the CS cloner on our event map at specific times. So you're going to be admins will be on the event map. You can bring them your vanilla cloner, and they will give you the CS in exchange. And one last thing. So at the end of Fireside, we said that we're going to be doing giveaways. We will be doing lost and found special dino giveaways at the end. So stick around if you would like to be entered into that. And that's our last thing for ASA Legacy as far as our roadmap and our general announcements. So we're going to be moving on to our suggestions. First suggestion is from Exile, wanting to add a simple Spinosaurus mod. Make the Spinosaurus do the Nokia phone ring from Jurassic Park. We just wanted the silliness. We're gonna say no to that one. It's funny, but we're gonna say no. And cute again, but no. Again, you know how we are when adding mods. We're very particular and picky
Why can't I see
when
whose this is?
when we add mods. So that one would just, you can pretend you hear the sound. Next suggestion is from Liz about balancing suggestion for egg layers in the arcade shop. She was asking about ones for the boosted stat egg laying dinos. So the rock drakes, Deinonychus wyverns. So our solution for that is to adjust the shop and egg-based tames to better preserve in-game progression and balance, and we're actively working on getting the egg steel tames up to 225. So the next suggestion is from Breezy about a stackable tech crop plot. Yes, we like this idea. If it's possible. I'm not sure if the CS tech plot is stackable. You can stack them now? Really? The vanilla tech plots? We're talking about the tech plots. This is not just the tech.
I never used them, to be honest. What's this guy doing out here? That's my shadow.
Can someone answer me if tech plots are stackable in game for ASA? Yes? Was that just a recent thing?
Man, that base was lagging me.
Okay. All right, well then that's okay. So if they can stack, then we don't have to fix that. Okay. All right, well, that works. Okay, so if they're stackable, then they don't snap, but they do stack. This is an ASA, so not ASE, ASA. Oh, well, awesome. Okay, so there you go. Yay, they stack. Okay, so they already stack. Already done. So, already done. Okay.
Alrighty.
False alarm. Yay. Okay. Yay, team. The next suggestion is from Georgior, an A+ structure to convert between two sigil types. So with how busy servers are and with how many spawn points have a base sitting on them, it would be nice if we could take sigils earned in the city and create aberrant sigils or vice versa. Yes, this seems very fair. We'll be adding this to the A+ converter table, the station. I keep forgetting the name of it. Is it a conversion table? What?
Conversion chamber.
Yes. Conversion. It's a chamber. Yes. So sigils. Sigils. Something like that. Okay. Sorry. Sigil.
Say sigil or say
So
sigil.
yes. And the next suggestion is from Karlak. Thralls and map dinos lost colony. So I'm prepared to be pelted with tomatoes. Hopefully just those for this suggestion, but I think thralls should be map locked or breedable, but not both. And he also thinks we should restrict the apexes like dreadnoughts, gigas, and karchas from Lost Colony. It makes the map more interesting. And don't worry for the people about to cry foul play. I'm sure your max saddle max mutes Ocedon will perform just as well. So yes, please don't burn Karlak. But what we are thinking is keeping thralls on Lost Colony, but restricting their breeding. But but Apex Dino restrictions, we still require further discussion when it comes to that. Thralls, right now, we're just going to keep Thralls on Lost Colony. I know that you're wanting answers and you're having a lot of questions of why Thralls can't be brought off. For the time being, while things are still working out the kinks and figuring out what's going on, let's just keep the Thralls on Lost Colony for now. And next suggestion is from Ozone. This one, woo. Lost Colony restricted roster transfers. Basically wants to keep it. Lost Colony transfers should be limited to the roster of currently naturally spawning dinos, much like Aberration. And we're basically going to say the community, you guys are really not wanting this to happen. You're not wanting it to turn into another Aberration. So we didn't have really much of a consensus as a team either to enforce roster-based transfer restrictions. So we're just going to, we'll let you guys bring the dinos that you want to bring to Lost Colony. You're not going to burn me for that one? Or yes, you are? Okay. All right. No matter what I say, I get burned. All right. The next one is from the Killer Frog, removing Helicoprion from rare lists. That was a little goofy little oversight on our side. They are off the rare list and they are only spawning as super rares now. So yes, we have already done this. Suggestion 8. From Hard Rock, a slight future map alteration. He had the idea that while servers are down and we're waiting, we had a fun little what if moment that everybody seemed to be on board with. Is it possible we're allowed one creature to take with us on the next map as a test? It could be just like one of your max dinos that you could take with you to a closed map. So while this is an interesting concept, how would we execute it? And as far as what we've seen from how the community responded to this suggestion, the community is saying no. So just want it to be naked transfer and everybody starts naked. And next suggestion is from Gary, wanting chat to ignore carryover to Discord bot. As of now, players can abuse the Discord bot to still send messages to you in game after you ignore them. It would be nice not to have to worry about that. So just so you all know, we do have an in-game command. If someone in-game is just, you'd like some peace and you find that they're messing up your chi with whatever they're talking about, and you can always turn off chat. There's settings that you can turn off chat, but you want to just ignore them and you just want to have some peace and quiet. You can type, there's a command that you can type in-game in chat that is /ignore, and then you put their name in single quotes and enter, and then you will no longer see that person's chat in game. You can have some quiet. So, and you cannot ignore staff. But, and Zuko, you can ignore me even if you tried. But that's our command for ignoring. And we are working with the modder, the plugin author, and looking at all of our options as to how we can do this, because we want to be able to help you all have some peace and quiet in the game should you want that. Next suggestion is from Wise One, wanting to remove the VS engrams because right now the cluster, the Dropbox and the crane you can use them, but you cannot distribute from them due to an exploit. So as far as I know, and Winnie was working with the modder with this, we believe he might be close to getting that ready for the next release, right, Winnie?
Yeah, I'll have to check. Real life kinda kicked him in the teeth. So he's had some delays, but I'll have to follow up on that.
Okay, but we do love visual storage. We're not going to be getting rid of it. It's not even an option. So, and we're not going to be removing the engrams. Just for the time being, you just have to pull to the specific little like storage, and we have it all at our base on Lost Colony, and I just pull to it. It's not that big of a deal.
Rex baby has keen slaying trait.
The next suggestion is from Zuko, and this is kind of a troll suggestion, adding the Drakara mod because Wolfie was not happy that we said no the last time. So, and he's hoping that we would forget that we said no before. And it's a nice mod and it's beautiful. But right now, we are going to continue to say no. It's very sad, yes, and yes, we would love to be able to add every single mod that we would ever want and all this stuff, but and I love that he keeps lumping this all on me. You know, I am not the only team member here, so it is a very beautiful mod. But right at the moment, we're going to say no. Next suggestion is from Sunbro, asking for plant species R in the shop. The meat seeds that were just introduced with the Lost Colony. While I think that it would be better if players just went ahead and the ones that wanted to farm them can sell them and make some money. We'll add them to the shop, but they are going to be super expensive. So just so y'all know, yes, we will add them to the shop, but you want some point sinks, that will be right where your meat plants will be super expensive. And let's see, suggestion 13 is from Ozone. Instead of adding our seeds to the shop, add them to the A+ conversion table. Suggesting if we get, if you have raw meat ones or you can trade them up for another one. We're going to say that given the time it takes to modify stuff to the conversion table, and you guys want the sigils added, we're thinking that we go with the sigils and then we add the seeds to the shop instead. And the last suggestion is a latecomer suggestion from Miss Mezzo, asking us to swap the Super Spyglass for the awesome Spyglass. And they like the one from ASE, and they want us to swap it. And right now, we still need to discuss this with the team. We've had the awesome Spyglass. We have that on ASE, but we have the Super Spyglass. On
Right.
ASA, we tried another
That's a super.
Spyglass mod before to test out to see how everybody liked it, and we knew that we couldn't keep both of them, and the community decided to stay with the Super Spyglass. We'd like to not add another one, and like Dora says, the awesome Spyglass, awesome teleporter. The dev is a lot flaky, very absent and a lot flaky. So we need to discuss more as a team, but right now we're kind of, that one's kind of on hold, but yes, we know it's the same dev as the awesome teleporters, but he's still absent. So just because it's the same dev doesn't mean that we add it. But yeah, nanos, we tried nanos, but it's just, yeah. So we'll discuss it as a team. We'll see. And that's it for ASA legacy suggestions. So we can move on to ASA survival. But really quick, we do need to do a giveaway for, and I think Winnie is already opening up tickets for that. We need to do a giveaway
Okay.
for our lost and found treasure boxes on ASA.
Awesome.
So why don't we do that right now, Winnie? Or who are you guys? Are you able to run a giveaway, or is giveaway bot still being a pain? Don't everybody answer all at once.
Let's find out.
Oh, Winnie, you just woke up. Like, let's see.
I don't
Dango's
even have
here.
coffee.
Aelin's here. Dango's here. Come on. Gumalin's here. You're all lurking in here. Messiah decided to, who knows what he's doing, but we need,
Messiah's sick.
oh, is he sick? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Can you do this, Winnie, or do you need one of?
I'm trying. Let's see. I hit G create and it's just hanging on me. Why are you hanging on me? Wait, sending command. Oh, there we go.
So two of them, and this is only for ASA.
All right. So do you want me to do both winners at once here? Yeah, there we go.
Two winners. 2 minutes.
Call it Dino grab bag. I'm just calling it Dino grab bag.
Yep. That's perfect.
Let's see, is it taking it? Is it doing it?
And you can win this if this is ASA. You can win this if you are on Lost Colony. You have to come off Lost Colony to get it. And it cannot be taken back to Lost Colony, just so you know.
Oh my God, it worked. It worked.
It did work. You did good. Look at you.
In this 2-minute window, I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Go. And there's some tasty dinos in there. We've been picking up all kinds of stuff that people have been abandoning. And yes, this is ASA. We will be doing an ASE one, Red, once we get to ASE in the suggestions. But right now, this is for ASA only. Yes, if there's nothing in there that has mutations. And no mutations, it's not snipped. Except, actually, there might be something with, I don't know. But if it does have mutations, it is snipped. Your pet Olaf. You know, if we found your dinos and they were just out in their loneliness, yep, we were sticking them.
Crazy.
Oh, Crow, I still forget to go get that thing. Do you know, I mean, how many times I've said I was going to go grab that poor wyvern, and I haven't been able to go get it. I'm hoping that one of the other team members did it. Oh yeah, that map's gone. You're right. Oh, rip.
There's the wyvern of
Rip
Scorched
wyvern.
Earth. North American one that's been in Valguero. fire alive in cave
I'm sorry.
forever.
All right, random 0 and Caldwin, you run the dino grab bag. So if one of you could add them to the ticket, please. Winnie's ticket, that would be great while she's getting coffee and I can
I
move
think I
on.
missed it.
All right, so congrats to 2 of you. All right, moving on to ASA Survival. We have some of our survival players here. I can see you in the audience. So Striker's not here. He's getting his car work done. So I get to do all the talking for survival, even though he is much more knowledgeable about that. So you have to bear with me because I am seriously a noob when it comes to Omega. And but you all know more than I do. Right now, the survival roadmap for 2026, Stryker has projected for Q1. We're going to be doing survival cluster merges into a mega cluster. That's basically our survival. We are, after this season of survival of the kind of harder settings, canon style map run, this will be our last season for that. We are transitioning away from that into our Omega cluster. We're going to be adding a new map for Omega and going to be adding VIP tiers for Omega. And Q2, we'll be rotating 3-month survival map with Battle Pass introduced. We'll be having Omega summer events. And for Q3 and Q4, he has not projected that yet. So, but that's his projections for survival. So we will be transitioning ASA Survival into ASA Omega, which will operate as a no-wipe cluster moving forward. This change is intended to provide a long-term progression environment while allowing us to evolve the experience without frequent resets. As part of this shift, the traditional survival component will no longer be a permanent cluster. Instead, it will become a rotating map within ASA Omega, allowing us to cycle maps over time while maintaining overall Omega progression. This gives us flexibility to refresh gameplay, including new content, introducing new content, and testing balance changes without impacting players who are invested in long-term builds. So we know you all don't like wipes. We don't like them either, so that's why we're moving to this. More details on rotation timing, supported maps, and progression rules will be finalized and communicated ahead of implementation, of course. Why the change? So the seasonal survival model ultimately did not succeed in our PvE environment because it conflicts with how our players typically engage with the game. PvE progression is heavily time investment driven. Players build large bases, breed long-term lines, and collect permanent assets. When progress is periodically wiped, the investment feels invalidated rather than refreshed. Unlike PvP, where wipes reset power imbalances and create competitive urgency, PvE wipes remove the primary motivation for many players' persistence. Instead of encouraging players to return each season when the wipe cycle led to burnout, hesitation to commit, and players delaying engagement or skipping it entirely. So seasonal survival also struggled to maintain momentum over time. Activity spiked early in the season but dropped off quickly once players hit personal progression goals or realized their work would not carry forward. This made it difficult to sustain population, justify ongoing development effort, and create meaningful long-term systems such as breeding projects, economy progression, or deep investments. So in short, seasonal models work well for competitive PvP environments, does not align with PvE player expectations. The lack of permanence undermined engagement, retention, and overall player satisfaction, which is why we're moving toward a no-wipe Omega model that better supports long-term PvE play. We're also going to be updating Discord and transitioning all channels and roles over to Omega because right now it's a little confusing for survival players. As part of this, the rules are continuing to be refined as new situations come up that require long-term no-wipe solutions. A current example is how we handle crashes during
Uh-oh. What happened there? Lost audio. All right, I'm sure that'll be back. I don't even know because if she. Oh, there she goes. Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yep.
looks like we just
Yeah,
lost
we can hear you.
Scarlet.
Just Scarlet.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So now it's time for a sing along.
Yeah, it's gonna work.
Should we just sing happy birthday?
Oh no, no, not that.
Really?
Oh yeah. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, my birthday's passed. We're good. We're safe.
Belated birthday.
I wonder if poor Scarlet's mic just died. It just up and died or something. Oh crud.
She probably needs to reconnect because it looks like she's talking. Discord just doesn't recognize it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Let's see. I need to check. Whatever.
Yeah, maybe volume. Heard a voice like a whisper. Maybe accidentally hit a volume. I got a volume set to 100 and 200%. So
There's audio actually coming through a channel. It's just not what we want.
yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm too old now to hear faint sounds. You see, they're now outside my audio range. No, still nothing. Oh no, where's the... All right, how do we pivot if Scarlet can't speak?
Did Bob mute her? Bob put her on ignore. How rude. Yeah, I'm just getting faint garble from her.
I can't actually hear anything. That goes to show you. I'm sure it had nothing to do with me working on an Air Force flight line at some point.
Thanks, Stitch. You're welcome.
Well, this might be. Oh, Vampiric. That's a good one. This might be ended quickly.
Maybe rejoin.
Reboot the whole computer. All right. Where are the fireside notes?
Yeah, what the heck? We'll just take all the traits we can find
In the
here.
thread.
We were talking about the Omega kind of combining everything. Oh god, this is not the day for me to be half awake.
Why do I keep hitting the wrong button? So if you wonder why I'm doing this, I just made the gene storage system the other day, so that's why I didn't have these stored previously. Guessing the ones with no genes in it. I'm not gonna save oxygen robust. Eatable food. Nope.
All right, people.
Sure.
I am trying to make sense of these notes, but you know, I'm very ASA focused, so
Should check the fire wyvern traits next. Since that's what I'm going to be doing on Scorched Earth. Over here. There we go. Gene scanner. Okay. Rex.
We don't mention that name, or I may send a stingray after you. Or one of the other many deadly animals from Australia.
Hmm.
God knows there's enough of them.
Alright, what should I look at next? Ice.
Yeah, so if you want something really interesting, look up the term Newcastle Big Boy.
Oh, okay.
Nothing like a spider racking the same kill set, but bigger. No, Scarlet, we can't hear you still.
Here.
You've got some random audio coming in, like somebody's got a TV in the background.
I think that was winning.
No, it was coming through on Scarlet's.
I probably had some stuff too. My kid's playing Fallout next to me.
Well, then we would have had some nice radio channel.
Yeah, why is
God
my
knows-
kid on?
God knows the audio in that game is absolutely perfect.
Oh, it is. It is. The radio and Fallout. Fallout 4.
The only Fallout.
I got too many ice wyverns. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking
Zuko needs
for
professional help.
traits I need to grab. I don't know if distracting's good or not. Aberrant
It's
carrot.
just getting worse, Grizz. Like without Scarlet here, it's just chaos in the sidebar.
Oh, they'll cope. It's like survival game.
Ark is a survival game.
Bob, you
on.
really just want to take your dog for another walk, don't you? Also, that's true, Bob. Do not blame you.
Let me get the ASE dino grab bags done at the very least. We can do that now, since people showed up. So this will be for 2 grab bags for folks on ASE. Assuming people can hear me.
I keep seeing Scarlett's icon light up. I keep seeing Bob's icon light up. But nothing happening.
For those of you joining for the first time, this is not normal, by the way. But as with anything that's live, stuff happens. If you're watching this, you can be fully entertained with watching someone extract traits from their tames. Okay.
There we go. There's the ASE giveaway.
I haven't loaded up ASE
Since
in
we
a
have
while.
nothing but otherwise pure chaos.
Is that all of them? Nope. One more. Maybe. 2 more?
Do you have to go back out? Want me to put away the groceries? Yeah, I got okay.
Ran out of them. Let's go over here. Don't fall off the cliff. All right. So let's get this one. Is angry a good trait? We'll find out. I'll look these up. Maybe should be putting fast learner on anything I'm using. I think that just gives you an experience bonus. Health when I start point
Right.
breeding. Okay.
Just waiting on the giveaway to finish up.
Okay, this will be the last one. And I go empty. Oh no, you can go up to 10.
Congratulations.
Might be okay.
Chong.
It's normally not this quiet in here. In chat. Scarlett does most of the talking, I guess. And so if anybody's listening, put something in my chat. I don't suspect anybody. If you're watching this live, you're probably just doing it on Discord.
All right, ASE only. Do not reflexively click this.
I'm only one short. Okay, so let's do this. fly you over.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the colors on this one.
All right, let me add Armanets to the ticket before I forget.
So if you're wondering what this mess out here is, it's just what I'm raising right now. I know it looks like it should be about done. We'll come back and get that guy in a minute. Up the steps. So how many can we store? We can store 200. I got a good piece to
Ah,
go.
now there's a familiar name. Congratulations.
Yay! All right.
The man of many builds. BB Zeus himself.
If you can transfer from one wyvern type to another. It doesn't say specifically ice wyvern.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Grizz, is it 10 folders that are set up for ASE?
No. We've taken everything over to NA Gen 2 Space Bridge, ASE. So there is a tech box just full of stuff that we can take from.
All right.
Yeah, and I can handle that when we do the winners.
Okay, yeah, I know for ASA I've got 12 folders with 3 dinos all set up and ready to go. So, yeah, we'll get to that in a second then. All right, let's let everybody out of this very interesting fireside then.
Thank you, Discord. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, I woke up really fast now. Yay, brain working.
Okay, people, so just remember to keep an eye out for the recap, and that's it.
Oh, I guess we're done. Okay.
And if you must talk to Scarlet, she's in general.
Well. I think that's going to end it for today.
Hey, people.
And, so this is... Well, that's the word I'm looking for. Not exciting at the end. There's a word for that, and I'm not thinking of it. All right. Well, thanks for joining. And, yeah, like I said, watch for the recap. They might have more information on that. I believe you can access that by going to arkadeonline.com. And there's a tab there. At least there has been in the past for their recaps. Also check the Discord to see what they add there. All right. Thanks for joining, and I will hopefully see you again here sometime in the future. I need to start putting out some recaps of I've been meaning to do what I got going on here since I've restarted, and I want to do a series on if you've joined Arcade ASA, things to be aware of. It may be a little different from with Arcade than your general official. If you have any other ideas or suggestions you'd like to see on a video, let me know. And it can be, you know, like, how do I do this or how do I do that? And I might not be the best person, but I will try to get the correct information to you. And accurate as possible. All right. Thank you very much, and hope you join me again sometime on for another video. And I believe we'll be back in 2 weeks for the next fireside. And again, you can check the schedule for the firesides on the Discord if you're not already joined. It is discord.gg/arcade. Yep, sign up there. All right. Later.